Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hi there, and this is G Forever.
And yeah, G Forever here has a big box.
Yes, we have a big box.
Yeah,
Who can it be?
Yeah, he's going to tell us all about it.
We have a box within the box. Well, let's try to bring him out.
Let me see the details. So yeah, it says top left corner. It says X-Plus Garage Toy. So the garage toy, is that historical? Did that originally mean it was like a kit?
I want to say yeah, probably it's more like a kit back then. I'm not 100% sure what it really means. I assume garage toy must be an old saying for like a model kit, right?
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought that's what garage toy meant. Was that it was like a kit that you would put together in your garage.
Yeah, so possibly it's like a throwback to that. We get the new Godzilla, kind of logo for for all the Godzilla products that's being released this year in 2019 and forward. The 65th anniversary logo. We get the ric-boy bright yellow sticker.
There we go. That's what sets it apart here.
Yeah, this is not a normal X-Plus figure.
Yeah.
We have the Daikaiju series.
Okay, let me move the camera.
Sure.
There we go.
Daikaiju series. This is kanji, katakana, and King Ghidorah, 1964.
Oh yeah.
The updated Godzilla copyright logo. And probably some more copyright information.
Yeah, made in China.
I guess the X-Plus little Plex logo down below.
Yeah.
All right, so big box, cardboard, just black ink on top. Just card box all around, and you get a warning label sticker in Japanese.
It says don't eat it.
Yep, don't eat it.
Not meant
Probably
to
a phone number if you do eat it, and they'll tell you how to save yourself.
Yeah, who to call. Yeah.
All right, so let's open this box and see what's inside.
Oh yeah. Now while you're standing up though, why don't we also check out the jacket?
Sure. So here's the back of the jacket.
So yeah, so what's the story behind the jacket here, G Forever?
All right, so this is a collaboration with Godzilla and I think it's Shokan. I have to double check the name of the brand, but they make these kind of like silk jackets, and with I think starting about this time when Shin Godzilla was around, they started working with Godzilla characters, and one of the cool characters in the Godzilla series is of course King Ghidorah, and they did a pretty nice job having the three heads on the front. With some cloud, some of the clouds going side by side, so a very Asian style, but with King Ghidorah heads instead of a normal dragon.
Yes.
So here, this like nice silk. They chose green and black.
Yeah, and what's the story of where you got yours there?
Oh, my story. I got this at the Godzilla store. In Shinjuku, Japan, earlier this year.
Yeah, so that's an area of Tokyo.
Yep, it's the center of Tokyo. The store is maybe a block or two away from the Godzilla Hotel.
Oh yeah. I've seen pictures of the Godzilla Hotel. Mm-hmm. The big Godzilla. That's the one with the big Godzilla on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
so you made a trip to Japan.
Yep.
You went to the Godzilla store in Tokyo.
Yep.
And lots of things for sale.
Yep.
Including this jacket.
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
And then and then if people are wondering how they can
get this,
so the Godzilla store is also online, but I think they only ship to within Japan.
That's true.
But I think you've mentioned that I think at one point HobbyLink Japan had it.
HobbyLink Japan had it. I do see it on the site, but it looks like the stock is out of stock.
Yeah.
But the order button does work, so I haven't tried it, but you might want to give it a try if you're interested. See if they're willing to ship it out.
Yeah, there might be somebody on eBay or somewhere that's trying to sell these.
Yeah, but you can find these in the store. There's they're actually quite available in clothing stores, so you might be able to find them. But of course, it's in Japan, so you need to make a trip over.
Yeah.
What else can I tell you? It's made of silk, and I believe it's hand stitched. But they made the Ghidorah design.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna cost a pretty penny then, I bet.
Yeah, it's a little pricey. I want to say it's just as much as an X-Plus figure.
Yeah, because it's both well made and it's yeah, and I think as I understand it, Tokyo is one of the more expensive cities in the world.
Yeah, and
so things just tend to pushing in Tokyo.
They do, yeah, and they really like their fashion. So you get probably every possibility of pushing up the amount.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it looks like they have a moon here. So
yeah.
it's a little different than the Godzilla designs with the tidal wave and Mount Fuji. But they put the moon for King Ghidorah.
Yeah, since he is an alien.
Yep. Interestingly, they chose the 1991 design where he wasn't an alien, but I think it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so off to the figure.
Yeah.
And here we have King Ghidorah from X-Plus, the ric-boy version. Do you notice something different? He's not gold.
Yeah. He's quite a difference.
Yeah, quite a different color. Yeah, so this is actually the original color scheme for King Ghidorah before they decided to go with gold. They kind of went with a very colorful monster, just like what they did in the 60s. And if you've seen some of the earlier monster designs, and even in the Ultraman series, they tend to be quite colorful. And King Ghidorah is the original color scheme is no different.
Yeah. It's sort of when I first heard this that he was like a rainbow color, I was quite surprised. But thinking about it, it's like a lot of the monsters were very colorful back then. So not surprised that they thought about doing this. Yeah,
it's almost like a last minute change. Before they were set to do the filming, because they already did all the promotional photos with the original color scheme. I think you can tell the wings is blue, kind of like a yellowish, and then red. So you can probably see the wings in the promotional photos, the posters. Easily. You might not see the blue too much. I think they may have tried to change it up, maybe like an earlier type of Photoshop back then. And I'm actually happy they chose gold, because I'm not used to this bluish Ghidorah with colorful wings. But I personally think the gold design definitely gave King Ghidorah a very unique presence in the dragon and monster world.
Yeah, but this is kind of nice. Is like it really does kind of remind me of the 1960s Japan, like the aesthetic.
I'm gonna start moving him around so you can see King Ghidorah at different angles. This is a beautiful sculpt. You can see the three heads. They're all unique, especially the middle one with the mouth open very wide, and the tongue is kind of flicking out. All of the tongues have like different movements, so you can see each head is slightly different. And King Ghidorah in this pose is standing upright, just like he did in the poster. And look at these massive wings. These wings are huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see, like with the legendary version, they took the idea of massive wings and made them even bigger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you can see the Ghidorah's classic dual tail, the two tails. But just look at the detail on the figure. Like they did all this detail with all the scales underneath the tail, around the tail. You can see all the differences between like the bigger scales versus the smaller scales.
Yeah. So did someone it looks like it was hand sculpted.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of work.
Yes.
It's like reminds me of like comic books artists having to draw like Spider-Man's costume with all the webbing. With all the webbing, like every panel they've got to draw all those little webs on his costume.
Yeah.
Like here, like an artist had to make every little
every scale.
Yeah, every little scale on him.
Yeah, and just like the wings, you can see all the curves, the wrinkles, even like, I'm not sure what you call them, maybe like wing scales or something, but there's so much detail involved in this making this figure, so you can appreciate this is like a like an art.
Oh yeah, let me see that. Oh, wait, let's pause for a moment.
Okay.
We look over the heads again.
Sure.
Yeah, he's got pretty impressive horns there too.
Yeah, nice curve shape. This is a great replica of the Showa Ghidorah from '64, the first appearance. The movie is known in the States as in the U.S. as Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, or Ghidra, without the O.
Oh, yeah,
But we call him, King Ghidorah, kind of closer to the Japanese pronunciation. King Ghidorah is definitely one of the top favorites out there. It's Heisenberg's favorite, right?
oh yeah. This is my favorite foe for Godzilla.
Yeah.
It was always King Ghidorah.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, this the sculpting on the heads is very impressive here too.
Yep. Yeah, and this figure was great. Like they did release a 1968 version from Destroy All Monsters, and that figure was a nightmare. It came, I think it was very fragile. A lot of times it arrived damaged. The wings didn't attach properly, but this one is perfect. No damage, very lightweight. The wings were easily just put in. I don't think I even needed a hairdryer. It was just very simple. But because of the large wings, the material is still, I would say, you want to be careful, especially with the tip of the wings here. You don't want to accidentally snap them.
Oh yeah. I like these like little thorns on his back of his neck here too.
Yeah. Alright, so here are the two X-Plus King Ghidorahs side by side.
Okay, so there have been other X-Plus King Ghidorahs?
Yeah, so there's only been, as of now, if you only count the King Ghidorah, there's only these two Showa ones and a GMK King Ghidorah released in the 25 centimeter scale. I believe it's under the Toho Kaiju series. There is a Death Ghidorah from Mothra 1996 and also a Kaiser Ghidorah from the Final Wars movie in 2004. They changed the color from this bluish green to gold. It was to differentiate the monsters like Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra. It was a decision made by the I believe it was the special effects director, A.G. Tsuburaya. He wanted the creature to be from a gold planet from Venus, so it should be that golden color. And let me just spin them around so you can see the back. So here are the tails. So the 68 is definitely much heavier, almost like a resin. He's pretty fragile, whereas the 64 is nice and light. So for the tail, they look very similar, almost like they recycled it. Maybe made some modifications. The back is different. You can see this one's extended more, whereas this is more flat. These attach perfectly, almost seamless on the wings. This one here is definitely much harder and much more fragile. You can see there's a gap because it doesn't attach properly. I'm very nervous about the right wing. I think a lot of folks share the same issue. Mine actually came with the middle head broken, so I had to glue it back on. So that's pretty disappointing, especially this is quite an expensive figure. I think it's at least $500 before shipping.
Yeah, so it might actually be resin,
Yeah.
which is a much more, which is a heavier and much more fragile material.
Mm. I mean, you get. I think it's roughly the same price for the 68, but that, you know, no broken heads, no damages, better attachment on the wings. If they can make slight improvements, I do like the you know, this Ghidorah pose a little, you know, kind of cooler looking, but I do really like this one. I kind of wish I had two of them, one in gold and one in this color. So maybe if Diamond does pick this up as a release down in the future, I might just pick up the gold one, maybe put this one back in the box, just to preserve it. As for now, I have the Mosu Goji from the Mothra movie, and also the same year, as well as Rodan and Mothra Larva from 64 as well. So you can see the size comparisons. Pretty in scale.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
You can reproduce the 64 movie with all of them together. Mothra convincing Godzilla and Rodan to stop King Ghidorah. So the other Ghidorah that X-Plus made is the GMK Ghidorah. So also in the same scale. This is actually the favorite sculptors line. So you can see that this Ghidorah is from the 2001 movie. Pretty much, you know, almost the same size as the 64 Ghidorah here. Alright, so yeah, X-Plus and their King Ghidorah figures.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
More like statues, but...
Yeah. G Forever here has a really phenomenal collection. So glad to see some of his King Ghidorah collection, and hope to show more of the King Ghidorah collection.
Yeah, stay
in the
tuned.
future.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be doing another video with all the King Ghidorah figures that I have in my collection, and
yeah, which is very close to all of them.
All right.
Oh yeah. And but yeah, glad. Yeah, it's nice to see them do this like rainbow King Ghidorah.
Yeah, very rare opportunity that some manufacturer out there is actually making something that's very, not, I guess, very unique. You don't see this kind of combination too often.
Oh, okay. All right, so this is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hoping you enjoy the new X-Plus 25cm Toho Kaiju series King Ghidorah 1964 by ric-boy.